Hey, we are live. I'm right now, as you know, I live in British Columbia. I'm in Prince Edward Island. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about how the stuff like traveling with Ignite, like the 131 method and Ignite, are sometimes a little tricky to travel with. And I'm going to share with you some of the best tips that I had for Ignite and traveling, and seeing as how I don't travel very often, they might not be the best tips. And I'm also going to share with you a little bit of the emotional pull that I'm experiencing as well. I am coming live to you this week, which is a little less normal than normal. If this is your first time here, my name is Karen Wilson. I am a 131 ambassador because, it's called the ambassador because this is a program that I was involved in the beta testing, and what I found was that it's actually been the first thing that's helped me take control of my whole body wellness, and I'm talking from the inside out. Helped me to get rid of the diet and really helped me to just take control and get results. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. This specific playlist is for it's kind of like I'm going through the whole program for the third time, and I'm going through it live. So right now I'm in Ignite week 2, and I'm across Canada, so this isn't my regular set. You can see some of my other videos on the playlist, 131 Method documentary. But I'm just going to get right into it. Some of the things that I found that was super, super helpful when I landed here was my mom is awesome. I'm here visiting my mom, and I'm here in New Brunswick, and today we're in PEI. It's a rainy day, so we're about to get going. But when I landed here, she knew one of the things that I talked about before is like, I know in the Ignite phase, I'm going to need more fat. Most people have good amounts of protein in the house and good amounts of vegetables in their house, but not the healthful fats and in the quantities that the Ignite phase has. And so the first thing I did was we went to the health food store so I could pick up the MCT oil, my avocados, my mac nuts, my coconut oil. Everybody has their specific go-tos, right? So to be prepared before you go is to really kind of map out what are the kind of things that you're going to need when you get there, because sometimes we can't take those things on the airplanes, and sometimes we can't take them, in our carry-ons either, because it could, break or whatever. So that was number one. Now, I have my little list here. That's why I'm looking down and not looking at you. And I just got a notification that my battery is running dead. So that guarantees that you're not going to have a very long video. I have to remind you at this point, too, that all of this information that we talk about here, I've learned because I'm still studying myself. So there is so much science and so much stuff to support your journey inside the 131 Method program. So if you're here to connect and stuff with someone else on the journey, please take a moment to say hello now. I'd love to connect with you further on, because the whole idea behind these extra playlist videos going along the journey, whenever you might land on this video, say it's a month from now or a year from now, this is about having conversations with each other and just jumping into the movement and just supporting. There's a whole bunch of support inside the group, but this is a movement. We're taking back the diet industry. Okay, enough being said. So now I'm out here visiting a lot of families. So I kind of had to prepare people. And it's not because I'm on a diet, it's because I'm in a certain phase, and it's because I want to be. So I don't feel as though I'm depriving myself when I'm saying no to things, but I need to accept the fact that I look like I'm on a strict diet. And I know why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, and I know I feel better, and I know that I'm not deprived. I'm not at all. But most people feel as though taking making differences to their diet, it's always connected to weight loss, where the 131 method is different. It's connected to holistic health and feeling great. I know I'm going to feel my best, and I have felt my best. I've had the best energy. I'm out here on vacation. I'm not feeling lethargic ever. But I have to bring fat everywhere I go, which is not really that much of a problem. I mean, I can't get up because I'm all connected to y'all, but you got your bottle of MCT. You can pour that on anything. You can, I have my water bottle with me at all times. So these are all things that are on the go. Now, I've also found some really cool products like Susie Good Fats. They make bars that are Ignite, verified or whatever you want to call it, but they're really good. Like, I almost licked it. And next week you're going to get more of the journey here, where I actually show you a little bit more of what I eat. So this is kind of part one. So when you are in fat burning, you're not going to have cravings. And so when you say no to something, because, I think we've all visited family before, and it's like, here, have some cake. Here, have some of this. Here, have some of that. Oh, have some of this. Everybody has dessert. And it's like the only thing I'm really avoiding is sugar and things that are highly processed. And the more and more I look around, the more and more I realize just how much it is. Like, how much fake food is mixed into our real food. I pulled the salt. I travel with a little package of Himalayan salt. But I took the salt out of my mom's cupboard, and I read the ingredients, and it had salt, but it had all these other ingredients, and it had sugar. Sugar was like the third ingredient. What the heck is sugar doing in salt? And I get really passionate about this because, I know we're supposed to be, we should be eating real living food, but it's become so much more eye-opening of all of the stuff that is put into our quote-unquote healthful food. I went out to eat last night and at a restaurant, and restaurants have really no problem making custom made, but the waitress wasn't really extremely happy with it. I could tell through her smile, but she did accommodate me, and I'm very grateful for that. But anyways, this is your turn. I'm going to turn it around to you and share your travel tips below, because like I said at the beginning of the video, I don't travel very much. I'm used to having my kitchen, but I found that going into the 131 method and looking at their travel tips, especially there was the one that Erin did, was really, really good, and she talked about what she packed in her suitcase and stuff. So if you're a frequent flyer and you're like, or you're going on vacation or whatever, and you're like, I can't start the 131 method until I'm just going to say one thing. It's been super convenient, because in the Ignite phase, you're not always hungry. So there's not always, I need to stop for this and I need to stop for that. And in week number 2, we're into the intermittent fasting. So you get to do more things. You don't have food controlling the day. I found it more convenient. And then when you eat. And then when it's time to be hungry again, when you feel that intuition coming, then you eat again. And I find that I've learned really through this process, and now I'm over a year in, it's really a great connection with the intuitive hunger patterns of food. So this is usually why you get my videos edited. So I apologize if this was too long. And perhaps when I come back home, I'll edit this so it's shorter and to the point. But that is one thing. I've always been like that. And that's, if somebody asks me a question, I give the answer, and then I give the reason for the answer, and then I give a little bit more, and then I take you on a little story, and then I come back, and then usually I'll make it back to the point. But that's because I usually ask a question and then I have more questions. So I'm kind of like going through that process. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to connecting with you when I come back. I'll also, if you didn't catch this live, make sure you type in the comments below that you were here. I appreciate that. Introduce yourself. I know that the 131 Method community is very strong. This movement is strong. And if you have any questions about the 131 Method, you can go to bringonbalance.com, or I'll share with you the link below this video, and you can just click on that, and it'll take you to a separate window with Chalene Johnson and her team talking about the 131 Method, everything that's included, and you'll see all of these great results that are not just connected to weight loss, it's whole body. So thanks for being here, and that's all. So I'll see you later.